Hello, everyone. I'm Rickey Medlocke from Lynyrd Skynyrd. That's right, the one and only. And you're listening to 89A Radio. It's the best in rock.
So I'm Fernanda from 89 FM, the Radio Rock in Brazil. I have some questions for you. Can we start?
Yes, come on.
So you guys are coming back to for Monsters of Rock. You guys already
Mhm.
have been to Brazil, but can you give me a little spoiler for what you guys have prepared for the show?
Well, you know what? We're coming with a good, full, 90-minute set of great Lynyrd Skynyrd. It's going to be high energy. It's going to be great songs that everybody probably has heard a time or two in their life and love, along with Alabama and Freebird. And you know what? When we saw it on the schedule, we were thrilled. We love coming there. We love the audiences. We love the fans. We get a lot of correspondence on our Facebook page and Instagram and, Twitter or X and the website. A lot of people, please come back. Please come back. And it became available this year that we were able to put it together with the Monsters of Rock. And I'm happy about it because we get to play with our friends from, Guns N' Roses. And it'll be good to see them. I've been a really a long time friend, especially with Rich Fortas, the guitar player. And he and I go back quite a ways. As a matter of fact, he's always asking to buy my old Explorer guitar from me. But I keep telling him he's got to argue with my family over that.
Yes, and it's like I said, it's not the first time that you guys are here in Brazil. Do you
Oh,
remember the
yeah.
first time playing here?
You know what? We came, oh gosh, this has been, many years ago. We played a festival there in Sao Paulo that had a lot of, there was two stages. And from what we heard, there was about 88,000 people there, and had Chris Cornell on the show. Peter Gabriel was on the show. There was just people that we just admired. And, it was funny because I had always wanted to meet and talk to, again, Chris Cornell. And we ran into him the next day when we were leaving at the airport. And I was so happy to be able to stand and talk with him for a little while. And that did me a lot of good. And I just it broke my heart when, he passed away and all that stuff, but I was happy that I was able to stand with him and talk to him about music because I'm always wanting to talk about music. And you know what? This time when we come over, I think the fans are going to be pleasantly surprised and pleasantly happy with what we've got coming with music-wise. And we just can't wait to get there and do it.
And you have a lot of memories here. Can you choose a favorite one?
Yes, I've got one.
What is it?
It was created on the last tour that we were there. We played a rodeo.
Oh, I heard about it.
And then there was a guy in the audience, and he kept holding up a sign. He kept holding the sign up saying, "My dream is to sing Simple Man with Lynyrd Skynyrd." And Johnny caught sight of the sign. I saw it. Johnny caught sight of it. And all of a sudden, we got to the part in the show to where we were going to do Simple Man. And Johnny called him up on stage. And he is a singer from a band there in South America. And I couldn't tell you the name. It escapes me. But Johnny got him up. And we played Simple Man, and he traded off verses with Johnny. And to me, the audience went nuts. They went crazy, because we invited this one guy from South America up, and I don't know, it was just so beautiful the way it happened. And that guy was, when he was up there singing with us, his face said it all. He was just, at one point, I'm playing guitar, and he just fell down on his knees and grabbed me by the leg. It was just, he was just like freaking out, but it was great,
Sounds intense, but it sounds amazing. I'm gonna look up for this presentation for sure.
You do it.
So you have been part of the early formation of Lynyrd Skynyrd in the 70s.
Right.
What do you look out the most from that time?
I think some of the best times that I had early on with the band probably was with, especially getting to work with Ronnie. People ask me, what Ronnie was like. And I always tell everybody that Ronnie was a very kind-hearted guy. And yes, he was a tough guy, and you hear the stories about him and all that kind of stuff. Of course. But Ronnie was a real kind-hearted guy. I mean, if you ask him for the shirt on his back, he'd give it to you. I really enjoyed writing songs with him. I enjoyed just hanging out with him, fishing with him, but really creating music with the guy. And that was one thing that really, after everything happened the way it did, it really broke my heart. It was a bad day for rock and roll. And you know what? Even though he's gone, he's never forgotten. And I'm sure that he and Gary and Alan and Billy and Leon, they're with us on stage every night. Johnny and I elected, after Gary passed, several years ago, Johnny and I elected to keep the band going because of Gary. Because Gary had made us promise that we would not let the band just go down and fade away, And we promised Gary that. And I believe we kept up our end of the bargain,
Okay.
And it's become bigger now than as big as it ever was. So a lot of things have been sued this year, which is really interesting. Freebird has become so visible this year already with the Super Bowl ad for Budweiser, the two hockey teams winning gold medal, at the Olympics, and Freebird is playing as they're celebrating. I mean, to me, I'm so proud of being a part of something as iconic as that. I feel very gifted. I feel very blessed and fortunate that I've been able to play with not only one all-time great rock and roll bands, but I've been able to play with two, with my other band, Blackfoot. And not a lot of people get a chance. Not a lot of people get a chance to do that,
For sure.
So I sum it up that my granddaddy Shorty, when he came out and he saw me play for a huge audience one time of about 15,000 people, and when I finished playing and walked off stage, he looked at me and he grabbed me. He said, "Son, that was just great." He said, "I want to let you know that you got an extra special kiss from God when you came out of your mama's womb." And I never forgot that. I never, ever forgot him saying that to me. And you know what? I carry a lot of pride with me. I do.
Yes, you should. Also, you returned in 1996. Sorry, I have to look up here.
Yeah.
What did you want most to bring to this new capture of the band?
Well, when Gary got me back in the band, it had already been decided that, and Gary said it in his own words, I don't have Alan anymore, and you're as closest thing to Alan as I could possibly wish for. And he says, I want you to come back in the band, and I want you to do all of Alan's parts in the songs, the rhythms, the leads. And he said, you can play a little bit of your own. You don't have to, if you stick right to the leads, that'd be great, but you can play a little bit of your own within it. Well, you know what? I've always stuck to what is on the record and what is being played, because that's my sense of pride for Alan. And that's my honor and paying honor and tribute to him. Not only him, but the songs themselves. So you know what? Coming back in 96 and knowing what I had to do, I was really happy to do so and felt very honored and proud. And you know what? Now that I've been with the band collectively 30 years back and 2 years before, I mean, I've been here 32 years under the brand name. And you know what? That's my home,
Also, like you said, Lynyrd can have timeless songs like Free Bird, Sweet Home Alabama, and a lot of others. Can you choose your favorite one?
I knew you were going to ask me that.
Yeah, why not?
When somebody asks me what my favorite song is by Lynyrd Skynyrd that you play, I say all of them.
That's fair.
I do have ones that I'm drawn to. That I do like, playing and I don't know, performing, I guess I should say. One of them being Simple Man. Another one especially being Tuesday's Gone. That was my mom's favorite song by them. I love playing things like Needle in the Spoon and That Smell, and those songs just, I don't know, I'm just drawn to them, and then at the end of the night, I'm able to step up and play Freebird. I played the ending to that along with Sparky, and I play that lead, and it just I feel Alan all over it, and I don't know. It makes me it really makes me happy to do so, and I don't know. I'll keep on doing it for as long as the fans want it to be done. We'll be there, and I'll keep right on rolling with it.
And before we finish, can you tell me what is the next steps for Lynyrd Skynyrd? What you guys have prepared?
Well, I don't know if it will ever happen or not, but we've got a collection of songs that we co-wrote with Gary, and Johnny and I have thought several times about maybe recording those songs, putting them out as a tribute to Gary and his songwriting, and being along with us. I'm not sure that's ever going to take shape. Maybe it will. Hopefully it will.
Yes, would be amazing.
But yeah, I mean, I think, honestly, I really believe that people would really enjoy that. I think people would love to hear what Gary was into at the time, writing with me and Johnny and Huey Thomason. And we'll see what happens. But for right now, we got a lot to do. I know that we're going to keep playing shows. I know that we're going to keep touring. Hopefully, we'll keep coming down to see everybody in South America.
I'm so happy about it. So thank you so much, Rickey. It was a pleasure having you here. I hope you have a great show.
It was my pleasure, honey, and you take care.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure.
89